Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the team goals, and I'm only going to talk about the boys' team for right now. I'm going to let Coach Blue handle the girls' team goals, um, but this is going to be one of those years where I think it all can really come together for us. Over the years, I've had a couple teams that I thought could make it to state, and for one reason, someone got hurt, someone didn't come out, someone didn't work hard enough, whatever reason, we didn't make it there. This is another group that we finally have the right group of guys to get this job done, even without anybody else coming in. I have no idea if we're getting any incoming freshmen. I haven't heard any word on them yet as far as who might be there. But I know sitting on our team right now, there's enough talent to make it. I looked up the results from last year, and regionals will be in the same spot at Lake Region again. Um, the eighth place team had a 1747 average. That's something that we can very well do. Um, there's no guarantee that a 1748 average makes it, but if we can average 1730 or better per kid for our top five, we can make it. Um, I believe that, and I know that this team is capable of doing that. We just got to have the right summer, the right work ethic, the right mentality, and just put it all together. I remember 4 or 5 years back, there's only been one team in the history of Leonard that actually made it as a team to the state championship. Track doesn't count because there is no teams moving on. You only move on as individuals. So as many people as we sent to state for track over the years, technically it's not a team because you just send a bunch of individuals. And then your individuals comprise your team. Well, basketball made it to the Final Four, which is the state championship, about 4 or 5 years back. And I remember when they were getting ready to leave, I think it was in Lakeland or something, there was a giant clap out in the middle. They made an announcement. All the teachers brought their classes out to the hallway. They walked from one end of the school out to the other because they were leaving in the middle of the day to go. And the whole school just clapped. The whole school was behind them when they were having their season and they were just winning. And you could just see for some of those kids, that might have been the highest moment of their entire life. And I know that we can end up doing the same thing. We can end up being that next group that makes it to state. Um, we've definitely got the talent, and we just got to put it all together. So we're going to try to do some things differently uh, to try to make sure it all comes together. One of them is getting paperwork done quickly so we can actually have team activities over the summer as soon as it's allowed by the state. One of the things that people always make mistakes with I want to go, we should go to states is not determined at regionals. If you're waiting to regionals to figure out whether you can make it to states, it's already going to probably be too late. Throughout the season, we'll have certain benchmarks that'll let us know whether we're on track or not. One of the things I did this year is since we want to be the best, which making it to the state championship means you're the best. Um, we need to be racing the best. So we're going to go into some bigger meets this year. One of which is FL Runners. They have about 5 different levels of competition for races, and they seed the teams based off of how good they've done throughout the year so far. I put us in for consideration for the Race of Champions, which is the elite race, and if we have the season that I think we can have up until then, we'll get into that. And if we're into that, we're racing all the other schools that are going to the state championship. We're racing the big boys, and that means we are the big boys. We're going down to Northport this year. They run ridiculously fast down there. That course is just set up to have a PR. Although, ironically, every time we go down there, it's flooded. But it's still a fast course, even when it's flooded. But that's again where the best competition in the state are going to show up for that week. So we are going to routinely go where the best are. And we're going to line up and we're going to race the best. There's no hiding competition. If you're not in shape, if you're not willing to work, you're going to be shot out the back of the race and you're going to see it. But if we put forth the work that we need to, if we run like we're capable of running, if you guys utilize the talent and the ability and the work ethic that you guys have, we're not going to be shot out the back. You're going to be surprised and see how much purple and gold is up in the front of the race because that's our new colors now. It's not the orange. It's going to be weird not looking for orange in the pack anymore. It's going to be purple up and gold up front, and ain't nobody going to know who the heck we are because we've been orange for years. We've always been orange. We've always had the orange jerseys, but now it's going to be purple and gold, and people are going to start asking, who the heck are those guys? We're Leonard. That's who we are. So that's the team goals for this year. I'm putting it out there real early. We're taking the team all the way to Tallahassee. And the thing about Tallahassee, it's a far trip. It's an overnight trip. It's expensive. And you can't pay with money. You can't pay with fancy shoes. None of that stuff is going to help you. The only thing that's going to help you get to Tallahassee is by paying in mileage. When it's hot out and it's early in the morning and you have to get out because it's too hot, that's how you're paying. When you don't really feel like going because your legs are tired, but you need your miles and you go out, that's how you pay. When you sit back and you don't put the work in, well, you're running up a debt. And eventually that debt gets to the point where it's too much to pay and you don't have the money. Like I mentioned in another video, tomorrow quickly becomes yesterday. So if you keep thinking, I'm going to get there tomorrow, well, when tomorrow comes, it's now yesterday. So keep that in mind. Let's get the work together. It's going to be the season. I'll let you guys know as soon as I can about when we can do stuff. Have a good day.